On October 1st, 2025, Orcintech was awarded support by the Canadian Space Agency to lead the Biodiversity-Driven Traffic Optimization System, a project combining satellites, drones, AI, and indigenous knowledge to reduce moose vehicle collisions and protect biodiversity. What you are about to watch is an interview with our CEO, Dr. Hojat Shiri, speaking with CBC about this groundbreaking initiative.
Over the last 2 years, the provincial government has spent $10 million to help us avoid moose on the highways. Now, most of that money goes to roadside fencing and brush clearing activities, things like that. And the goal, of course, is to bring down our current average of 539 moose vehicle accidents every year. But the question is, are we spending that money wisely? Well, Hojat Shiri says no. His solution to the moose problem involves satellites, drones, artificial intelligence, and an app. And he'll soon be testing his technology through a pilot project funded by the Canadian Space Agency. Hojat Shiri is the founder of Orcinus Technologies, an engineering professor at Memorial University. And Hojat spoke with CBC's Jamie Fitzpatrick.
Hojat, what's wrong with the current method that we have for keeping drivers safe from moose?
If I just want to explain in the simple words, what we do as the measures to prevent the collisions, that includes static signage, includes fencing, brush clearing, and vegetation suppression, and sometimes more costly methods like construction of overpassing infrastructures. All of them are static solutions, but the problem is dynamic. The movement patterns of the moose changes with so many items that we do not consider in the traditional measures, like climate change, like land use, human intervention in the nature, something like a wildfire that happened recently. All of these items changing the temperature, changing the humidity, that affects the vegetation, affects the habitat. It is affecting the motion and dynamics of the moose. So that is the source of problem.
How big is the problem? Do you know how many moose vehicle collisions we see in Canada in a given year, or the estimated cost?
Yes, that's a huge one. I can say that based on the statistics that we have, in Newfoundland, we have an average base of 500 accidents per year, and several of them includes fatalities. And the direct cost that in Canada spent on this problem is over $200 million a year by insurance companies. When I say the direct costs, I mean the medical expenses, the vehicle damage costs, the emergency response costs, and all of these, it is over $200 million. But the indirect impact on the whole country and the economy is not easy to calculate. That is huge. And moose is the signature of Newfoundland. It's part of our identity, and not in Newfoundland, it is across Canada is the same, but their population is going up, and currently I think in Newfoundland we have over 125,000. So that is beautiful, but the problem is there, and we need to find a dynamic solution to be able to update itself over the time with updating inputs.
So let's talk about your solution now. How do you propose, with the technology that you have, to collect information about where the moose are and where they're headed that can be very current and up to minutes? How do you do that?
We will have a traffic safety optimization system, which is integrating multi-source data systems. That will include satellite data, satellite imageries that we will receive from satellites. It's different sources of the satellites, it's Sentinel-1, Sentinel-2, and other satellites. And the second one is the drone imageries, that we have drone facilities. They will fly over the corridor that we will select later on. The drones will be equipped with LiDAR sensors and thermal sensors. They will be able to work at night and bad weather conditions. And also we will have the IoT sensors that we will deploy on the field. So IoT sensors can include the motions, thermal sensors, different range of sensors. And so we collect regularly and continuously receive all of the data from different sources. We will use powerful AI algorithms to process those data, and we'll be able to predict the trends based on the inputs that is changing in this side. The great point of this is that is quite interactive with our people and community. In training and testing our algorithms, AI algorithms, we will include the very valuable information that we will receive from our indigenous partners. That will help us to include traditional ecological knowledge, which is the local community and indigenous knowledge, to our system. Another source of data will be our people on the roads. So you're driving, you see an accident, you take the photo and you upload in the application that we will develop. So people traveling in the same area will receive all of those updated dynamic risk mappings and speed limit adjustments and all notifications on mobile apps, on Google Map, and a range of different outputs. And that will help the community, everyone, to be near real time or real time, be aware what is happening on our roads and neighborhood of our roads.
Tell me more about this project you have that is funded by the Canadian Space Agency. Is this your first significant pilot project with this technology?
Yes, exactly. Of course, we had other projects in the past that it's very important to mention that we really had great support from NRC IRAP and NL provincial government fundings, and this was a great milestone that we are very happy and proud to work with Canadian Space Agency. That is a unique opportunity for us. It was really surprising because we have been selected amongst probably hundreds of applications, and our competitors have been, when I look at the names, many of them are multi-billion-dollar companies, and we are really proud from Newfoundland that we have been able to be successful in this competition, to be amongst those big players.
What's the scale of the project? Is there a stretch of territory or a network of roads that it will cover?
It will be completely scalable and long-term project because, we have the moose problem here. It is not just moose. In other provinces, we have deers, we have elk. In Australia, I have received my PhD from Australia. I know them very well. In Australia, we have the kangaroos problem. In Middle East, we have hundreds of accidents between the camels and the cars. So the worldwide, the problem is there with different species. But this project that we start is a starting point to show and to examine how successful this can be.
When do you think you'll be in a position, if all goes well, to go to governments, to go to other authorities and say, make the investment in this technology on your roads, and in the long run, it's going to save lives and save you money?
This is a 2 years project. At the end of this project, we will have our dynamic risk mapping platform, and we will have our mobile apps for alerting the community and getting connected with Google Maps, and our dynamic and smart signage system. And so it will be happening at the end of the 2 years, but indeed we don't need to wait for that long, because if we expand some of these activities will be repeated in the new zones. I think within 3-4 months we will be able to initiate effectively a new project with the support of the Newfoundland government in our neighborhood, in our area, in our regions. Yeah.
And that will take some negotiating on your part, I take it, some conversations.
Yes, definitely. I tried to reach out some of the people, but I didn't receive any answer yet. But I hope we will need to put more energy. And I think this interview with CBC will be very supportive and will help us to our voice to be heard.
Yeah. We also have a new provincial government just settling into the job. So I guess we have to allow for that as well before your calls get returned.
Yes, yeah, we are very hopeful to that to happen, and I'm sure the new team, and I just send my congratulations for them from now, and I expect we will have a great support from them. Let's be hopeful.
Well, congratulations on the support that you've won from the Canadian Space Agency, and I wish you well with it.
Thank you very much.
Hojat Sharee is founder of Orcinus Technologies and an engineering professor at Memorial University. And he was speaking there with CBC's Jamie Fitzpatrick.